morning, fam. Late morning. How's everybody doing? It's Monday morning and I'm down here in Tampa, well, Gibsonton, right south of Tampa, and I've got a load that as you can see behind me, that I got to get unloaded. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the bungees off and get ready to get this load off and head back on up to Jacksonville. Talk to y'all in a little bit. Here we go. Hey fam, got that unloaded, so I'm down here in Tampa and I'm getting ready to head back up to Jacksonville. I don't have any missed calls, which suggests that freight's a little tight, but it is the 4th of July week, so I'm not expecting a whole lot this week, fam. But I'm gonna mosey back up to Jacksonville. It's burger day at Mudville, so I'm gonna get a burger. I'm doing it for the people, fam. I'm doing it for the people, but they got it kind of tight in here. So I will see y'all along the way. Hopefully we see some cool cars or something along the way, fam. Who knows? Talk to you in a little bit. Here we go. Well, hey fam, just poking down I-75, a whole bunch of blinky lights over on the other side, and a massive backup, and all lanes are open. Boy, that's so darn frustrating, fam. Maybe somebody bumped into somebody else and traffic is backed up as far as I can see and all lanes are open. It's called rubbernecking. Anyway, I'm gonna keep on poking south, about 102 miles from the customer, and should be about an hour and a half, and get this unloaded and head on back up to Jacksonville. Here we go. Hey fam, looks like we found the place. I see the construction over here, but I don't see the staging area yet, but I'm sure it's right over here to the right somewhere. Again, when we get here, I'm more concerned with how I get out versus how I get in. So I'm gonna call the guy and figure it out. I'll check with y'all in a little bit. Here we go. Fam, I'm assuming that I need to go on down here where I see all this stuff stacked up, because I don't, and this is the only place that I see lumber, so I'm assuming it's going to be back in here somewhere. So we'll figure it out as usual. Everybody just looks at you and looks away. But I do see a forklift thingamajig over there, so I think I'm pretty close to the right spot. So I will check in with y'all in a little bit, fam. Well, good morning, fam. And how's everybody doing? It's Tuesday morning, and I'm over here at the yard just doing my, working on my pre-trip, getting ready to head up to Quitman, pick up a load. It's going down to Okie, something like that, down in a little bit further down in Florida. I hope you guys had a good evening. I did pretty good, fam. I lost my hubcaps. When they change the tires, they don't put the those lug nut covers on tight enough, and I end up losing them. But I can't stand how dirty my truck is, fam. But this yard is just so muddy. I don't know if you can see. It just stays muddy out here, fam. So it's hard to keep the truck clean, and it doesn't make sense. But anyway, I'm about to get on the road and get this little drive over with. I got to go up to Quitman, about I think Quitman's about 120 miles, something like that, down to Okie, which is northwest of Orlando, and I'm right there on the turnpike, so I can head right back up to Jacksonville. So hopefully we'll see something interesting, safe but interesting, and I'll head on back up towards Jacksonville. So I'll check in with you guys in a little bit, fam. Here we go. You know, fam, before I get rolling today, just want to ask y'all, did you take some time to appreciate what you got this morning? You know, I got up, took a shower, came to work, just like many of you. But did I stop to realize that my car ran okay? I don't have a toothache. You know, a toothache sucks, fam. My ankle's not twisted. You remember when you were going through an injury or you had a cold and you were all clogged up and you wish you weren't? You know, fam, so if you're okay today, just take a moment to appreciate how you feel, what you got. And more importantly, fam, take a moment and appreciate somebody around you that you might unintentionally take for granted. Maybe somebody got up and cooked breakfast for you, or went and put some gas in your car, or walked the dog. I don't know. But just tell them thank you, give them a hug, whatever's appropriate, and just take some time out, fam. Appreciate what's around you, what you got. You got a job to go to. I mean, just so many things. You know, maybe you went to the grocery store yesterday. You remember that time when you didn't have a job and you couldn't go to the grocery store? So just take a moment out and appreciate what you have, and make sure you're doing something positive and good with it. I got to get on down the road, fam, because I'm not going to get anywhere sitting up here wishing I could go, but I think it's going to be a beautiful sunrise. I'm going to stop right down the road at, hold on, fam. I'm going to stop right down the road at the Loves and get some gas, and then I'll head on up the road. I'll check in with y'all later, fam. Here we go. Hey, fam. I'm up here in Quitman, picking up a load that'll go down to Davenport on Monday. If you see that building over to the right, I got to back in the garage door on the other side. I'm letting this log truck get in front of me so I don't hold him up. And it's only 10 units. Usually we get up to 13 out of here. So for a lumber load, it's light at 36,000. I'm not sure how they're going to load that though. It'll be 4-8, whatever. Get it figured out. But I'll get this and head on down south, I guess. All I'm going to do is go to Jacksonville. And once I get to Jacksonville, I'll just wait until Monday. We're not doing anything tomorrow, which is Friday, which kind of sucks, but I'll be all right. Still have some freight on the truck. So I will check in with you guys when I'm done, or when something exciting happens down the road. We'll just have to wait and see, fam. Talk to you in a little bit. Here we go. Hey fam, I got lucky because as soon as I pulled out, I think 4 trucks showed up. So I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. I'm gonna go right down here and finish throwing my straps, because I wanted to get out the way so that other driver could get loaded so it wouldn't back up too much. Once I throw my straps, I'm gonna head on out. Usually at this place, you can't tarp before you leave because you're overloaded so often. But today, I usually pull 12 packs of lumber out here. Today I've only got 10, so I know I'm way underweight. I'm probably around 68 to 70,000 pounds. So I'm in real good shape weight-wise. So I'm gonna fully tarp. Well, I can't tarp because I'm on premises. They want you to use the tarping machine, which slows me down. So I'm gonna head on out the yard and tarp down here off the property, and then I can head on down the road. But I'm still gonna pull over here and throw straps. Yeah, 4 trucks showed up as soon as I got here, so I got lucky, fam, so I could get in and out real fast. So I'll check in with you guys when I get on down the road a little bit. Here we go. Pick up a load, and you can see all the blinky lights up ahead of me. I don't know what happened. I think it's just road construction, fam. I don't think anybody got hurt. But boy, they got a bunch of lights out here, as you can see, in the lower left hand screen. Yep, nothing but road construction. Nobody got hurt. But I will check in with you all in a little bit. I'm only 8 miles away, and we will talk soon, fam. Here we go. Well, fam, I got the load on, got it strapped down. These guys that are tarping are moving a little too slow for me, so I'm gonna run across the scale, see how my weight looks, and go down to the rest area and tarp the load. I also got to slide my axle, but I needed to build up pressure before I did that. So 42,000 on the tractor. Let's see what the trailer does. Heavy, fam, 79.4. Well, I got to slide these axles for sure. It'll be okay. So I'm gonna go out here and slide the rear axle and then get ready to get on down the road, fam. Check in a second. Good morning, fam, and how's everybody doing? It's Thursday morning, and I am on my way to Leesburg, Florida, headed down 301. It's July 3rd, the day before the 4th of July, but it's a special day for me because my twin daughters, Angela and Amanda, it's their birthday, and they will be 34 years old. And man, this time flies. They're now 5 years older than me because I'm still 29. So happy birthday, Binky and Shug. And I'm so proud of you all for the young ladies that you are and the wonderful grandchildren that both of you have given me. I'm poking down 301 by all these horse farms right now. This is just such a beautiful drive. And I'm about 55 miles away from this lumber yard that I'm going to, and then I've got to skedaddle out of there because it's a holiday weekend and Interstate 75 is, wow, it's gonna be a disaster. So I'll probably do back roads going back to Jacksonville. But if I can get out of there early enough, it's almost 7 o'clock now. I left out about 5:30, 5:15 I think it was, and I'm less than an hour away, so if I get unloaded, I'm gonna get out of there just as quick as I can. 50-50 chance if Tia, the world's greatest dispatcher, will have a load to offer me, because places are closed down right now and they're just, you know, they slow down right around the holidays. So, but you gotta be patient. And fam, you gotta remember, when you get bad news from someone, they are not the news, fam. They're the messenger. So sometimes we get mad and just go off on that person. The first example that comes into my head is the ticket agents at an airport. You could have some really bad weather or the plane broke or whatever, and some people start fussing at the ticket agent. And that cracks me up every time I see it, because the last thing I want to do is get on a broke airplane or go into some very bad weather and, you know, get bounced around in the sky. So fam, just remember that people giving you bad news are not the bad news. Be kind and courteous towards that person. You can be mad at the bad news, but remember, they're not the bad news. So just something important. And sometimes I know with dispatchers, they get a hard way to go sometimes. I get mad at dispatchers no more or less than the next driver, but I always try to tell myself, if a customer like you and me doesn't order something, then a truck driver like me doesn't have anything to deliver. So whose fault is it? It's the consumers, but it's not a fault. If you don't need something, why buy it, right? So just be courteous about the people around you, fam. Being courteous never hurt anybody. So I'm gonna keep poking down the road. I'll check in with you guys when I get to the lumber yard. Here we go.
I don't understand a thing you tell me.
Well, hey fam, I'm down here at I forget the name of this lumber company, but I'm pulling down to what's called the truss plant to get unloaded, and then I'll be heading up to Quitman, pick up a load for Monday. We're not gonna work at all tomorrow, so grateful to get that load. So we gotta drive all the way in here and then back all the way out. So, but it's a straight back. And I've said before, that's probably one of the most, how do I put it? You gotta know how to straight back in this business. It sounds simple, but you see people that can't, and it's a hot mess. So I'm gonna pull down here and hope to get unloaded pretty quick. The last guy was in and out pretty fast. I'm already untarped. I only have 3 straps left, so I should be in and out of here pretty quick, fam. So I'll check in with you all. If they'll let me film, I'll film this unloading. But if not, I'll check in with y'all in a moment, fam. Here we go. Well, good morning, fam. How's everybody doing? It's Friday morning. I'm here at the house, and I got bad news, fam. My baby is sick. Blackie won't move. I got a bad clutch slave cylinder or something like that. So I'm going to try to attack this and see if I can get old girl running again. This is my 1999 Ford F250 with a 7.3 liter diesel engine in it. It's definitely a sought after engine, and they're very, very dependable. The engine's fine, it's the clutch. It's a 6-speed manual, which is also, kind of hard to find too. So it's basically a pickup truck with a school bus engine in it, and it's just a lot of fun. So what I'm going to be doing today is trying to get under here and get the this clutch. I'm not even sure what I'm getting into, but only way to do it is just to get in here and get after it. So here we go. One of the things that you can see, fam, is that this clutch pedal is just completely disconnected. That could be the whole problem right there, but it's been like that for the longest. But you can't even get it in there anymore. So I'm gonna attempt to get up under here and figure out what's going on with it. I'm not really sure what that's gonna look like up in there, but I can hear something, hear it jumping around. So maybe that's part of the problem there. So I'm not sure how this is gonna come out, fam, but this right here has gotta be a problem. And you see how fluid is leaking from under there. So I've gotta figure out how to get this, I guess, back, because this is the clutch pedal, and that, I don't know if you're gonna be able to see this because it's hard to get the camera, but see, that's not right. I'm not sure how it's supposed to be, but I'm getting ready to figure it out. Now, fam, one of the challenges I have with this truck is, as you can see, it's pretty high off the ground. I put a 6.5-inch lift because I had to replace the suspension system on it. Now I've got to climb up in here and figure out where that rod comes through. This is the this is the fluid reservoir for that clutch assembly. So I'm gonna have to take some stuff apart to get it out of the way so I can get up in there and figure out what I'm doing. All right, fam. This is not in the ideal place, but if memory serves from back in the 70s, I can twist this thing out. So let's just see. Yep. That's the case still. I got it out. I don't know if you can see it, fam, because it's hard to show you. So now I'm going to take this bolt loose right here, and then the next thing I need to take loose is going to be I get this off, then I need to take off where it hooks to the transmission down under the truck. All right, fam, well, I followed the line. This is it right here. It comes down, around, and then it goes right into the transmission right here. And I don't know if that looks like it just twists out, but it's so dirty under here. but I can't get it to move, so I gotta go get a pair of pliers. There's a nut set right here, so I guess you're supposed to put some a wrench or something on it and pull it out. So let me run and get some pair of channel locks to see if I can work this thing out here. If it is, well, that's a simple installation. Be right back, fam. I got it out, and I don't know, I think this thing is all jacked up because this was just hanging out like that. So I don't know, maybe this is the problem. I hope it is. Looks pretty dilapidated in its current state. So I'm going to go do some homework. I don't think that's supposed to be hanging limp like that, you know? I think it's supposed to be up in there some kind of way. And when you push that other thing, it pushes this in and out, is what I think. So that basically just fell apart. So I'm hoping this is the problem, fam. I really am. Okay, fam, well, I got the part out. Now I got to go in here and get on YouTube and try to see what it's actually supposed to look like. The the pins, I'm gonna call them, if they are part of that assembly, this is an easy fix. But I won't know until I go do some studying on YouTube, so I'll check in with you all in a little bit. Here we go. Well, hey, fam. One more week down, and I just want to say thank you guys for hanging out with me this week. As you can see, I'm editing this video in my mother's house out in Colorado. But I do appreciate you guys hanging out with me last week. If you don't mind, give me a thumbs up so I can impact that algorithm. You know, I need to figure out what that is, but it's some kind of algorithm makes you look good or whatever. I do appreciate interacting with some of you, giving me a hard time in the comments. Keep them coming, guys. Keep them coming. I love every second of it. So just if you have anything you want to see different or anything, just leave a comment down below. Last but not least, fam, subscribe to the channel. We are grown by itsy bitsy pieces every week, and I absolutely appreciate every one of you that subscribe. I hope you get some positive reinforcement or anything out of this. You know, I want to keep it positive and I want to keep it real. Fam, I always tell you, be proud of you. You're doing a great job. I don't care what anybody else says. I'm going to tell you right now. You get up, you're taking care of your family, you're taking care of this, you're taking care of that, you're doing a good job at work, whatever the case may be. So when something this big comes up and kind of gets you down, think of all the other things that are going on over there, fam, and remind yourself that you're doing a good job. These obstacles that come at us, you're going to go over, through, and around them. Obstacles don't stop us, fam. They just give us an opportunity to prove that we're bigger and better than the obstacle. Fam, I'm going to get on out of here. I've got a very special party to go to today. Mrs. Dorothy Christmas, who was a member of our church growing up. She turns 90 today, and I just can't wait to see her. That's one of the reasons I'm out here in Colorado. Take care, fam, and we'll talk soon. Here we go.